Speaking of anti-Semitic, how is your family?
No, nothing. So apparently this is real. That some guy
arrested for memes.
No.
This not that one.
This is completely. You probably haven't heard because it's such a small story, but it's funny. So this guy worked for I think like a Jewish charity or something like that. Got to some sort of upper position, and then people found out he wasn't Jewish, so they kicked him out because he lied on his resume. And the guy said, "I didn't technically lie. This is not a joke. It sounds like a setup for a joke. It is not." He actually, his thing was, "No, I said I'm Jewish. I'm Jew-ish. I'm kind of Jewish." And he's like, "So I didn't technically lie. I believe." You
misunderstood.
Yes, you misunderstood. I didn't say I am Jewish. I'm just in the range of Jew due to my hereditary links in the past. So I'm Jew-ish.
I'm Jew-like would have probably been more understood.
A correct way.
But I wasn't thinking about that at the time.
It's absolutely hilarious.
And also, he's being fired for his race?
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
He's being discriminated against for not being Jewish enough.
Yeah, that's so weird. I bet the NCAA... AARP? No.
Triple A.
The WADA.
Yeah.
You don't want to be late for basic training.
We missed a little bit of the intro just because the game just jumps right into it. You don't get a...
Yeah, and we needed to change stuff. Oh, you got some janky...
Yeah, just... Okay.
Oof.
We start with ground pound. We got double jump. So how much do you know about Psychonauts? Have you even watched a playthrough or seen anything of it?
I remember people saying it's one of the best games ever.
That is
so I stayed away from it.
Yeah.
Because usually, and then also looking at it, I'm like, I don't like Bugs Life.
Yes, it is an intentionally very gross-looking game.
I sadly stayed away from Conker's Bad Fur Day until I learned about it. I'm like, never mind.
Yeah.
And also, 3D platformer is really not my thing.
Yes, yeah, I figured.
I was just watching a Super Grindfest RPG, JRPG that you might not know of.
Yeah.
So I added a few onto my list that I'm going to be playing soon. I've been in the mood for some strictly JRPGs.
Mm-hmm.
I started games I've started recently. I was trying out the Greedfall just because I wanted to see if it would be proper for the channel to play. It is full voice acting, decent action RPG. It seems okay. There's quests and talking, but it would be things for us to just kind of mock more than anything else, and it's in that realm of not AAA that we usually fall into.
Yes.
It's from a creator that I think that we've played their stuff or talked about their stuff before, to where they're just shy of being good at stuff.
Yeah.
So it's jank fun.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that might be back pocket. I thinking I'm just gonna stop playing right now. Not even an hour in.
Yeah.
Just for us to maybe explore it together.
Yeah.
Because it's interesting enough. But it's not... It's also, while playing, I'm like, this isn't what I wanted from, an RPG right now. I want my stupid story, I want my sword and sorcery shit. I need stupid JRPG stuff. I have a type. I can talk and roll this, right?
Yeah.
You know what to do and all that.
Yes, this is all just set up.
I also got that, I want to call them RimWorld likes, but technically...
But RimWorld is Dwarf Fortress. Yeah.
And it's more Dwarf Fortress with a better coat of skin on it.
Mm-hmm.
And...
Get in here and give me 20.
that fucking called? Like, oil something, or I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's good enough, and like playing it, I like do what I do most of the time when I'm playing one of those games. I'm like, okay, I've gotten far enough with this. What would happen if I played like an evil race? Because there's alignment. There's every character has an attraction. The thing that bothered me for a second was there are non-binary characters, and I'm like, why did you add that? That's pointless unless it's tied to one of the races.
Yeah.
And it's what I realized I dislike about the game after playing it enough. None of the races have anything tied to them. Except for like, oh, elves have a -1 to melee, essentially.
Yeah.
And a +1 to hunting. Their range, essentially. I'm like, okay, and like, orcs +1 to melee, humans +1 to farming, and I'm like, that's not big enough. So like, I right now have a all human colony. No.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's not.
Let's go.
No, it's an all elf colony, and I made my leader a melee fighter, despite the fact that he's bad at it. That kid just died.
Yep, he
What
just
kind
blew
of
up.
obstacle course is this? That kid just got killed.
A mental obstacle course, you bleeding heart. He's not
Good.
dead. His astral projection just got kicked out of my mind. And I'll kick your astral projection out of here too if you don't get
I'm gonna like this.
Yeah. The worlds are the minds of the characters.
And his is like
His is the war zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
You will love the milkman level. Everyone loves the milkman level.
Is it that he's banging everyone's wives?
No, it's a crazy man who believes he's the milkman.
And he's not the milkman.
And he's not the milkman, and he has secret agents in his head telling him what to do. He's got the shadow people trying to convince him to commit arson.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you are trying to go through and fix people's heads,
No.
or just
Well, yes. This is the training for it. We're at a summer camp to train psychonauts, who are people with psychic abilities that can go into other people's minds and sort out their thoughts.
okay.
And just yeah.
Stupid. I love it.
Yes. What do
I need the steam of trunk tag.
Oh, right. I gotta find the tag. Anyway.
There it is. Unless you'd rather just drop
And
and get
now
me
I can
funny
go
right
back
now.
and grab that.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So happy. Okay.
Yeah.
Um.
I mean, to give you more context for this game, the final level of this game is called the Meat Circus. So, yeah, you have things to look forward to.
Good.
Yeah.
So getting back to
Yeah.
the stupid RimWorld life.
Yeah.
They're gonna call it that. You're trying to jump off to.
Yeah, but the roof, like, is catching... There you
go. Yeah, and I've seen a bunch of mods where it's like, oh, we added more races. The elves in the main game feel like dark elves, so here's high elves. Doesn't remove the other ones. You can add it halfway through, so it's just another race. And there's only 3 races: humans, elves, and orcs right now.
Right.
But I would want the orcs, like, if the orcs were all the non-binaries, I would have been like, oh, that's cool. They're just, like, asexual reproduction. That's part of the race.
They're just a
But
monstrous race or something.
It's like everyone's generic, and I'm like, you're
Looks like a
you're being not, you're not, for, you can be a cannibal, you can be like an entire cannibal tribe, you can go out and murder people, you start off having left a place you disagree with, you start with 4 characters, and at the start, when whatever leader you choose, one of those characters that's kind of opposed to that other one goes, well, I'm leaving. You can choose one of 4 options. Go ahead, but not with supplies. Go ahead, take some supplies. No, you're not. Capture him, and then you can try to convince them. Kill him.
Thanks for saving me.
Well,
From the get-go, you can just...
Yeah.
So it's already, like, should be more on board with, like,
with
being brutal.
Yes, you're gonna make.
It's a cartoony thing, but like there are siege weapons. There's full sieges. There's quests.
I've been reading about
Good systems,
Will you let me see one?
and they don't commit.
Yeah.
And it's like it bothers me, and I'm looking more at the mods. And I'm like, yeah, the mods might commit. The mods like the someone in the mods might actually go like, I didn't like that nobody was a thing.
Yeah.
Like, so here's mods to.
You'll have plenty of time to stand around when
What's
you're
it say?
dead.
Classified. Classified rep.
Oh. Almost overshot that, but
Yeah, 3D platformers. I'm glad you're playing this one.
yes.
I liked Hat in Time and all, but I wasn't good at
Hat in Time is a lot more tightly built game than this. So yeah,
Motivating.
this one, yeah. Double Fine has a very loose gameplay style.
I'm supposed to go down.
Yeah.
Oh,
But then there's barbed wire there.
oh, that lights up. That's cool.
Yeah, it's got nice little light effect. I don't think I can wall jump. Yeah.
Oh, just go up.
Yeah, there we go.
It's game day, kid.
Is that where you're supposed to go, or is that?
I think it's just a different way.
Hmm.
'Cause, yeah, there's. No, that's not where I came from. That's not what I
Right up.
think. Oh, there we go.
Actually plays with me.
Ah. Good.
Move, move, move.
But yeah, I like the game, but I got kind of bored with it not being.
Yeah.
committed. Okay, so now you're back to where you were.
Yes. Okay.
So, well, you're going backwards now.
Oh, you're
you
right.
were going backwards. You went backwards
Right,
to get to
right.
there.
Yeah, if you're gonna do very generic fantasy, you have to go like epic in scale.
Yeah,
Or something like
The
that.
thing is every character has personal feelings towards every other race. So they're just everyone's kind of straight up racist to a degree. Oh, I love elves, so if you're an elf, I have a better compatibility with you.
Right.
And people will desert if they dislike your leader enough, who is your kingdom essentially. And like that's all well and good, but like I would prefer to see like, oh, elves are more likely to like elves and then hate orcs. Humans are more likely to just be neutral to everybody and not really care about anything. Would be fine with that. No, it's just random. Orcs are more likely to be evil because evil means all evil means good with killing, good with capturing when it's doing like they're just someone you dislike.
Yeah.
So if the character hates orcs, like I'm gonna go kill that guy. There's an orc in my town. I'm gonna kill him. Like a good person's gonna go, no, don't do that. Evil person's like, no, fuck him. That's it. Like neutral person's like, we shouldn't do that, but I don't have as big a problem.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be as offended.
It's there. It's fucking there, and it just doesn't quite do it, and it annoys me.
Yeah, that's always the problem with games going like halfway to what they should be like realizing. That was my problem with fucking Xenoblade. Like, so many games are you just didn't go far enough. In fact, that's actually
I wanted to be inoffensive in this way. It's like, no, the rest of your game is
you
fine with being offensive. Like, go for it then.
Hey, slow down.
Oh, please tell me.
If you pass me your bottle, you'll make a
Oh, I thought.
don't know if I can hit him or something.
Bobby, can you hear me? Where are you? Don't leave me alone out here, Bobby.
Watch those mines, kid. They'll blow you up like a 10-cent kazoo.
Oh!
Hit each other.
Oh!
I thought you were gonna push him into the
I
mines.
was kind of hoping I could. I can't interact with him otherwise. But apparently, like that's similar to what people have been experiencing with the Resident Evil 4 remake. Of like,
They took away all the, like, slightly...
They took away a lot of the funny, weird stuff. Like, well, yeah, the...
You're
I
like
can't-
molasses going uphill in January.
But, like, the giant statue of Salazar doesn't chase you anymore.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Why?
Because that's silly. You get rid of you polish the edges off. It's actually, like, a good thing that, because Yahtzee did his review of it. And basically said, what are you supposed to be doing? Yeah, I thought I'd climb up and then...
Oh,
I
he
have
was
to raise
supposed
the
to...
flag. There we go. Yahtzee did his, and he's just like, yeah, it's exactly the good and bad you get with most remakes. Of we polished up all the unfinished shit, the things that was rough edges, but at the same time,
coming back in,
I
or is
think,
it...
yeah, they should go on like.
Oh, no, you're in a plane now.
Yeah.
So you're... Oh, okay, there's...
I can't get on the wing. Oh well.
Oh, you're supposed to jump out.
Yeah, so you're supposed to die. Yeah.
Okay.
But like, what else was changed? That whole like weird monstrous boss at the very end. Not the very end, but near the end when you're in the cages that drop down. Like it's a big slug-looking boss, and you're in these cages that are suspended over in a chasm, and you have to get through them with a time limit and shoot little locks to get to the next cage. And then you fight him out in the open after getting through all the cages.
I am spacing on that entirely.
Yeah, well, it's not there anymore, so...
Okay.
Yeah, but like, that kind of stuff.
Center button?
No,
or
right.
hit the wall?
Button. Oh wait, it's
You score enough points on this course, kid, and I'll give you a reward.
yeah, and that was his whole thing about his review. Is like, yeah, it technically plays better in most ways, and they balanced out a lot of the weapons. But then it's like, but now you got rid of a lot of the silliness. You got rid of the wackiness that the game had.
You ruin a little bit of the charm.
Yeah. And
Just because modern audiences.
yes. Because yeah, there's no more. They've completely eliminated the if you accidentally look up Ashley skirt, she calls you a pervert.
Yeah.
It's just gone now.
I've heard that at least he still checks out his back every time he pushes her up or like
Yes.
catches her. He still goes, oh.
Yeah. Apparently they gave the Spanish guy Luis more dialogue to like flesh out his character, so that way it doesn't feel like, oh no, Luis got stabbed through the chest. Like
Yeah, that he was not.
yeah, he gets a bit more time to
It's fair.
shine. Yeah, and that's a fair change. Yeah, but that was his point. Is like you guys had carte blanche to just go even crazier. Like
Yeah.
there's nothing stopping you because we have the original still available on PC, and yeah, you get to see their memories.
Okay.
Yeah, him in the war. But then you'll see other things that put it in context.
Oh, so like the picture before him helping up kids, him hurting the kids or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Teleport object.
Okay, so if I need to go back.
Okay.
But, and yeah, like, you have the ability to... Oh yeah, look, pillbox is shooting. Look, cow. Oh wait, I can't talk.
Yeah, it's not a... It's
not
got to be
good.
one of those.
Oh, yeah, you got more mental baggage.
Is it? That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Good job, game.
Mm-hmm.
You're funny.
Yes, Double Fine's always been funny games. They're just not always good games.
Yeah, so the fact that I have two... Oh, you might want to run back if you want to collect more of the things you missed. The fact that I am thinking about playing old PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 JRPGs, just because I'm like, I know at least they'll like have what I want. Like, the whole reviews of them were like, oh yeah, all of them are grind fests, and I'm like, okay, and like, yeah, their top ones are like all Shin Megami Tensei. I'm like, okay, if they're less than Shin Megami Tensei,
Yeah.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I get annoyed with Shin Megami Tensei, but like, I still play though.
But yeah, exactly. I can still tolerate it.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
janky. But like, just oh yeah, the story is going to be a lot of it's not interacting very well.
Yeah. Okay.
The story is pretty basic. It's just like the classic sword and sorcery where you're like some great evil, you're doing a normal mission, and eventually you're gonna get to have to do something a little bit more. I'm like, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's what I want.
Oh, that was, yeah.
It's stop trying to reinvent the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
I like the wheel.
Yeah, that's why I brought up that Sea of the Stars game of just like, okay, a member of the Moon Tribe and a member of the Sun Tribe
Yeah.
to get together to fight a great evil. Great! I get the theme already. All you have to do is just be excellent, and I'll probably enjoy it.
You know?
Drop down.
I'm trying to... Okay, just have to hit Y.
Why to change direction?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, there we go. But, and yeah, speaking of jank games we might play, luckily, GOG has gone back to having, like, really high discount sales,
Yeah.
and picked up Warhammer 40k Fire Warrior.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, so that's something we can play sometime down the road.
As much as I don't give two shits about the Tau.
A 40k FPS from the early 2000s.
Yeah, and I've heard it's decent.
Yeah,
Not necessarily good, but
but that hasn't stopped us before.
no. I mean, I still think that if it didn't run so goddamn poorly on my system, I would say we should play through.
Oh, I gotta get a duster.
I would still say that we play Space Marine.
Oh yeah. Oh, especially before the second one comes.
Yeah, and then just in time for the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really just need to buy a new PC so we don't have
Yeah.
all this trouble. Like, just have an actual.
We've had too many games that we just can't play because of it.
And like stupidly.
Yeah. Yes, all the light effects in Alan Wake, fine, but the 1950s diner, oh no, I'm gonna crash on that.
Right, like that makes no.
Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason to the logic there.
As you can see, the trapeze is very difficult. Most cadets can't handle it. You might just want to stay away from it. You still get a participation ribbon at the end of camp.
I like that he was shocked by that. Participation ribbon, no thanks. Do the figments for leveling up really matter?
Sorta. Yeah, there is actual like leveling up and increasing stats, and that. Yeah, I really need to get the vacuum to clean up the mental cobwebs.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just dumb enough to be correct.
Mm-hmm. Because yeah, you do level up your abilities a bit. I don't remember exactly how much, but I remember some of them were really important to do.
Mentalis uberalis.
First person move around. Whoa!
I was saying that for the tightrope,
I guess.
or maybe jumping on the planes back there.
And just to find hidden things, I guess.
Oh, the
I
one
could
up
have
there.
bounced to. Whoa! Why did I look that way?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe your
get
body
up
was
to that.
facing that way.
Sublime.
Chopper rock alive.
You'll
Yeah.
have plenty of time to stand around when you're dead.
Okay.
Hey, kid. I think I see a silver dollar out there in that rail. Why don't you walk out there a bit and take it, ha, sucker?
Just
See you in the
jump
morning.
left and right.
Yeah.
You'll have plenty of time to stand around when you're dead.
Center. Can you attack?
Possibly. But it's a melee attack, so I don't want to,
Oh,
like, chance running into those and...
having to restart at some point.
Yeah.
So your character's a dick.
He was a dick first, so we're just being a dick back. That was the stereotypical bully of the camp, calling everyone stupid and dumb and jerks, and he's the cool guy.
Hmm.
The old rolling tunnel of crazy logs.
Ugh.
An old one.
Yeah, I'm glad this game's not failing on us.
Gotta do it.
Yeah.
Although now I say that it could.
Yes.
Who we kidding? You're never gonna make it through that.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you gotta wait for it?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh.
Come on. Keep it going.
Google gobble.
Yeah, a little bit. And yeah, I probably could just jump through a lot of that. That's why they have little pigments floating through the middle. Whee! Hooray!
Left and right?
Hello?
Anything
Hello?
on your
Guess I'm
sides?
early.
Oh, there is. But this is, yeah, it's supposed to be, here's where you get the reward, but then, oh, what's off to the side?
Okay. Yeah, you really need to get whatever that item.
Yeah.
Is
It's-
it per use?
No, it's a one-time thing, and I'm pretty sure the webs are used for crafting or upgrading, so...
Okay.
Hold it right there, son.
You cannot step behind the curtain. I am the man behind the curtain.
You're doing in there.
I was just looking for a way out.
Oh, sorry about that. Didn't think you'd get to the end so fast. Dang, I didn't think you'd get to the end at all. You surprised me out there, kid. Here, you've earned this. Your first Psychonaut merit badge.
Hooray!
No. Oh, I thought that it was gonna fill in one of the white spaces.
Yeah.
But I'm always glad to see a soldier come back from the field alive. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go back in. I left some good men back there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a good sense of humor.
Way to make us look bad in there. You are in trouble now. Bobby Zilch.
So I'm assuming you heard about the
You better watch
E3
yourself,
dead again.
What's that,
news.
hair boy?
Yeah, I don't care.
It,
You want a
yeah.
piece of me?
It went from
Settle down.
Why? You worried I'm gonna hurt your boyfriend?
No.
it went from being like for fans, and that's what revived it,
Yeah.
to being about corporate bullshit, which yet again killed it.
I'd like you to report to my
Like-
lab for some advanced training.
Okay. If it gets revived, it's gonna be some like old fan that's like, hey, I want to do the thing again.
Yeah.
And then people are gonna love it because it's just an underground thing again.
Okay?
And then it's gonna die again because corporate people will get involved and then it'll die.
Yeah.
I did whatever, cycle. I don't care.
Yeah.
I
They
don't-
they could never strike the balance between, hey, everyone gets to show off something in their game, so it's a nice summarization of where everyone's at,
Sometimes
but
isolation
also not make it a massive spectacle to where we have to get celebrities and we have to do all this extra. No, just put developers on stage and have them talk about their game. Show a little highlight reel, move on.
The fact that games, the game industry wants to be Hollywood,
Yeah.
And now I'm here.
the only thing they've done by doing that is adopted the worst qualities of
Yes, absolutely.
it. Okay, you don't get hurt from fall damage.
I was going for the double jump to try and stop it, but apparently
Okay.
not.
Or you don't get hurt in the overworld?
And then
Possibly.
I'm gonna start to count to 100. Okay? And then you guys hide. Everybody got it?
It's hide and seek, Vernon, not hide and calculus.
Stupid
We've all
sexual
got it.
abuse.
I got it. You
Yeah.
count me,
Uh,
Vernon. I go hide in that bush.
Great.
Producers, putting influence in games that, like, you don't... This isn't your bag. Like, you spend the money, sure.
Hold on. This
But otherwise,
reminds me
no.
of a story. It's about counting.
Egos galore.
Yes.
Hey,
Celebrity.
You guys are good.
Overinflated budgets.
Yeah.
Games cost a lot. I'm not...
This is the button that this is the button that Sasha used. It's a clue to the location of his secret lab. This is the button that Sasha used. It's a clue to the location of his
I know
secret
that voice.
It's Invader Zim, same voice actor.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to say there's someone else in this game that's famous that does voices, but I can't remember.
Speaking of celebrity, it's someone like fucking
Yeah.
right there.
Sasha 9's secret lab.
But then again, I don't think that, like, he's going to have an inflated price tag because
No.
of who he is.
No, in fact, I know he's been doing voices for a like independent YouTube studio. Actually, it's a pretty good series called Hell of a Boss. Imps in degenerate hell get a book to the mortal world, take jobs to kill mortals for people that were sent to hell.
Can't be this dumb, right?
Did we say that again?
Indian burial ground.
Imps in hell
Imps in hell.
gain a book that gives them the ability to travel between hell and the real world.
In the real world.
And people from the real world who are sent to hell can pay them to assassinate someone in the real world.
Okay.
Yes, and
so they're revenge. They're
revenge-
revenge for people in hell.
Yes, awful people who are sent to hell who want revenge on the people that might have either sent them hell or just to be dicks, because that's why you ended up in hell. And it's completely uncensored, so they're yelling fucking shit all the time, and
That's amazing.
it's pretty good. Every episode has a musical number, and
Okay.
they do full like half-hour episodes, completely independent funded and everything.
Once a month.
Every couple months.
Every couple months.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, they're in the second season right now. Get a permanent 4 ranks. Yeah. Yeah, there's so many little collectibles in this fucking game.
Okay. I mean, yeah, old 3D platformer.
Yeah, exactly. This is
It is the genre.
post Mario 64, Banjo Kazooie type
Yeah.
of stuff. But yeah, I'm not 100%. I think I almost 100% it when I first played it, but
We're not trying for that.
No, that's a lot of collecting and bullshit, and you get diminishing returns based on the upgrades and shit you can get. So
Sure. Again, that RPG, like, Grindfest thing, like, the guy was like, oh, I used to love Grindfest, but as I've grown older, I can't do it anymore, and I'm like, I still, that's still, like, a, not mindless thing for me, but, like,
Wow.
that's a relaxing thing for me if it's a Grindfest. As long as the like, number 1 on the list was Disgaea. Like, the series, and I'm like, yep. And the guy even said, like, oh, I only beat part 2. And I'm like, I've beat part 1. And all of them have multiple endings. So it's like, I've beaten part 1, like, multiple times. I've beaten for multiple endings. I've beaten part 2 multiple times for multiple endings. Part 3, I think I just beat the main story. Part 4, I got multiple endings. And ooh, wait, I'm trying to remember which one's which right now. I know part 1 and part 2 easily enough. Part 3 is Vampire Boy, I think.
Welcome to the Whispering Rocket. Would you like to go back
And he's
to
the
your private sanctuary now, Agent Cruller?
Wait. Actually, one might be right here, and it will actually help.
Let's go to Fort.
Yes.
List of stupid games.
This best movie ever. Autism's a superpower. It's the best trope ever.
It's an honor to finally meet you
Whatever.
in person, sir.
I can just look it up on my phone real quick.
Be sure. Now I see you in your element. There's no doubt. You're Ford Cruller, the greatest leader the Psychonauts ever had.
Because I know that there's one, and I don't remember which one it is. This guy 7's coming out. Because I stopped playing them after a while.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you didn't change enough.
Mm-hmm.
And...
What is all this?
Well, up here, it's down that hallway is the observation room.
yeah, I didn't play 6.
So
I think I played 5 for multiple endings. Did I not really play part 3? I don't think I really played part 3.
What are you doing here?
Best of Disgaea games. Main series. There's Hour of Darkness, Cursed Memories, Absence of Justice. You showed me a fucking picture.
So,
Oh wait, yeah, okay, so 3 I beat single ending. That's where you are the son of the Overlord, and you are the biggest delinquent in school, which makes you a better Overlord. Which, sure, makes sense. Fucking Japanese trope that they twist a little bit. 4 is where you are the vampire teacher or something like that. I barely played. I own it. I think I own it like on Steam and on physical copy. And I just didn't fucking care. Then 5, you are... That's where you could go into people's minds. And that was a big thing, because like you're... Yeah, you want to like have revenge over something or some bullshit. Your name is Killia. And yeah, then everyone like follows him around because even though he's like, oh, I kill alone, I don't have any friends. Which, that's how you fucking raise up characters in the goddamn game. That one I beat with multiple endings. So yeah.
I still need to buy a Psycore at the camp store before I can use
So 6
side challenge.
and 7 I haven't played at all. And is 7 even out? Not even out.
Okay.
Oh wait. What? About January 26th, 2023.
Where would you like?
Oh, it might be Japan only right now.
You're right.
Japan, North America, Europe, and then Australia. Late 2023 is when it's coming out. So it's not out right now.
Okay.
So I haven't played one of the main storyline ones. And I haven't beat one of the ones I've played. But I've otherwise beat all of them with multiple endings. All of that to be said, I like grind fests.
Excuse me.
I'm fine with them. And Disgaea 5 I played like a year or two ago. So I think I'm good.
Take that into someone's mind with you. You can clean up.
80 or 800?
800 and you have 4.
Right.
Now here's something every young... Now that dowsing rod will help you find... Now, you take that dream fluffs.
Yeah.
Delicious nutrient. Now,
That's it for now.
you take that...
And the dowsing rod just helps you find more.
Yeah.
Well, you might have to do a little bit of...
Yeah, we'll see. I'm still just trying to remember where to get to that secret lab I need to find.
I thought you had the coin that showed you the way.
Yes. Gotta see all the tutorial pop-ups. Where the fuck is it? Scavenger hunt. Yeah, it took it out of my hand now. It's that. Rock.
Maybe you're in the wrong area for it.
Possibly.
You are in like a side area, and it's only in the main area that it would actually give you the
think it was, yeah, back there at the kids' cabin. Let's find out. See, I thought it was the tree stump, but that's the main hub you go for crafting upgrades and story bits. Don't grind the roots.
It's unfortunate that you have to dig them up.
Mm-hmm. It's just walking over them and hitting Y.
True,
So
but
it's not the biggest amount of work, but... And I'm pretty sure I get rewarded like bundles of them at some point, because there's no way I'm getting to 800 by doing this.
But you can buy a dowsing rod that'll help you get...
Okay, bust that open. Damn.
You could probably do it.
There we go.
I'm hanging and swinging. And what are the cards used for?
I think that's part of the upgrade stuff, because you got a stupid... Oh.
On the backswing.
Yeah. You have to get the mental cobwebs from the dreams, and then you... What was it? You weave that into something, then you mix that with the cards, and that gets you the upgrade material. Yeah, I gotta go buy cores. Yeah, it's a lot of extra steps just to give you... Yeah, there's a complete one. So that... We've got a side challenge marker, obtain find... Rank goes up enough, you'll have a new side power.
And psi powers are actually...
Are actual powers.
But like they're required to like beat part of the game.
The ones that are required, they'll give you.
Okay.
Everything else is like bonus. Yeah, I don't have the item anymore. I completely have forgotten, because you go to it once and then you're done. For the rest of the game, like the stumps are the fast travel.
Remember to keep filling up those scavenger hunt forms.
Yeah, blanking on it.
You can also look at it.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Sasha's secret lab.
Keep your campgrounds clean. Or else get a rake in your ear. Ranger Cruller.
It's definitely not down by the lake. I don't think so, at least. Granted, I know we have to be told that we're not allowed to touch water, because that's our weakness. Our gypsy circus family's curse that we're not allowed to go in water.
Nice. In Geodistrict Psychosolution Chamber, one of the pillows is missing a button.
Me too!
Put this on one of the spots that open the trapdoor leads directly into Sasha's
My
lab.
family has this problem with water.
So do you know where Geodistrict
I might.
Old
to
gypsy
6.
curse about how
It's
all
not
the
here.
people die in water.
If what I'm thinking of.
Oh, I thought it was about the whole thing with the brain-eating fish that walks out of the lake at night to hunt for victims.
Hold up.
Hey Raz, I saw you and Lily talking in the coach's
Do you know this area?
I was wondering,
Oh, the-
were you asking
Yes-ish.
her to go with you?
Because that's where the fucking video started.
Mhm.
I'm here to train. No distractions.
Yeah, it's one of the pillows in the top center
Yeah.
area.
Hey, Siegel, what's up?
There's a thing right behind you. Purple.
Oh, yeah. See, I could...
How do you get that if you can't touch water?
There, I think it's just close enough.
Okay. Good luck.
Yeah. Can I take the fast roll there? Or do I have to discover that area first?
Where would you like me to take you?
Parking lot, kids cabin. Yeah, I can't now. Main lodge.
Drop me out.
Oh,
Gotta go there anyways. Yeah, I just want to power through, especially because I think the next world where we basically get our sprint move.
Okay.
Which is to make that little psychic ball, but we run on top of it.
Nice.
It's this path, isn't it? Between GPC and Wilderness. Yeah, that should be it.
Hey, you're that new kid, ain't you?
Well, I'm doing some advanced training right now, as a matter of fact. So I don't think new kid is really a name that you want to get too used to saying.
Hold on there. You're not doing Sasha 9's advanced training that he does in his secret underground lab, are you? Hidden deep within the iron walls of the GPC.
Okay.
Where no
Yeah.
one can hear you screaming?
Why, yes, I am.
Sakes alive.
Well, nice knowing you.
Hey, was that you? Looking at me?
Maybe you should try getting over yourself? There were a lot of other people on that stage besides you.
No, just now. In the woods. No. It must have been something else. You don't smell like pond scum.
Nice. You should write greeting cards.
There was some sort of shadowy being out there. Lurking. Watching.
I know of only one creature who fits that description. It likes to hide in dark places, silently watching unsuspecting children from a distance.
Really? Who?
You, tree sitter!
Okay.
Yeah. Based anime. Go.
Yes, yeah, I was about, that's what I was about to like talk about. Exactly that. So this anime has kind of been meh.
Mm-hmm.
It's really dumb. A Omyo, a magician from like ancient Japan, like where they use the like little paper dolls to do all their magic, gets transported. He uses his magic because he's betrayed to reincarnate as a boy, and it's in a fantasy world where he can't use magic, so he uses all of his
tricks,
his stuff to replicate magic, but it's all kind of different. But it makes him overpowered as fuck. So like whatever. But there's a point in it where he meets like a princess that can see the future, and she's talking about like the feudal system, and she goes on a whole rant that I don't know if the translator translated correctly.
Yeah.
Because it's like based as fuck. She goes off on like, yeah, no, as soon as we put so much power in one place, then of course there's going to be corruption, and of course the people are going to rebel, and that's how I see the empire dying out. Even though we have demons that are, we have an actual enemy that everyone hates.
Yeah.
We can't just use that as our excuse. Our world is our society will collapse if we keep going down this path of being like, oh, nobles, peasants, and all of this stuff. We can't do that. Separating by class, gender, all of this stuff. No. What matters is merit. And I'm just sitting there going like, this can't be real. This isn't like, okay. I'm like looking, I'm like, I think this is properly translated. Like, oh, it was up top. Go into the building that you just dunked open.
Oh, that's right.
But I'm just, I was so hyped after that.
Yeah.
And then in like the next episode, it goes from the demon's perspective.
Call me crazy. Call me crazy.
You might have to ground pound again.
Sasha gave me goes here.
I think I have the button equipped, but
Call me crazy, but I have a
I'm
weird
trying
feeling.
to figure out how to get access to my inventory. If I even can do that.
I have no idea.
That button Sasha gave me goes here.
L1, R1. You want me to?
Yeah.
Go into the menu and go into controls.
But then now you
I might have to. I might have to select. I might have to control it.
Yes.
But...
Yeah. Findings. Okay. Defaults. Use. Cancel. Lock on. Side powers. Inventory. D-pad. Okay. There we go.
In the next episode, like right after that, or it might even be the episode before that.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's right after that. It starts off with some demons that have like talking about their powers, talking about like just wiping people out. Like it went from like, hey, and Kitty fucking like they look like 14 in anime terms, so they look like 7-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like
They're
they're the ones that are like fighting everything. That so all of this is out of fucking left field. This is in like the 10th out of 13th episode that all this is going down. 11th episode, some of the demons that he's already murdered multiple ones, but like they're talking about like, yeah, we need to go in there and kill the hero. And his whole thing is, I'm gonna protect the hero so that way I can live a mundane life. So that way no one wants to kill me because that's how I died before I was the most powerful.
What?
We'll begin.
Brain tumbler?
We just get tabbed out?
We got tabbed out.
Okay.
Yeah, fucking, it looked like, Epic took over for some reason.
Right.
Step up to the brain tumbler when you're ready.
So, what's this hairdryer thing do?
Talking about all these guys' powers and how good they are and how they're going around murdering humans. You're seeing this and like, oh, if we kill the hero and we go back, like we'll be known as like the heroes of our country and like it'll be great. We can live our normal lives. And then it goes in. The dude has set up a trap and knows they're coming and is just murdering them one by one by one. And everyone's like, no, I got this. And he's just sitting there and doing his weird, stupid Omeo magic. And it, like, the leader of them that brought them together that can see status of people, he's like, oh no, run. No, run. Run right the fuck down. I'm like, this is the most build-up I've ever had to, like, no, he's just overpowered, and now when people know it, they know it in the worst possible way.
Mm-hmm.
The twist is he's the Demon Lord.
Yeah.
He's just he's born as a human for being a Demon Lord, and he wants to live a peaceful life, so he's never going to be the Demon Lord.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this based? Like, you go into, like, libertarian fucking ideals, then you actually, like, oh, no. They want to upset the rules of general fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
All of the demons want to kill the hero and the Demon Lord, and all of the humans want to kill both of them as well, except for Princess Girl, who wants to, like, no, we need to be done with this. Because they want to remove the old system, because the old system of heroes and Demon Lords meant one person affected a lot.
Yeah.
And nobody likes that now that there's military powers that like being in control. So systems of armies and stuff just go around like, that's how you capture places. Like, there's way too much goddamn thought put into this piece of shit looking little anime. And I'm like, I love it and I hate it. Wait, this is
our
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we were part of a traveling
circus.
we wanted to be a psychic. Our father says no and tears up his dreams.
Yeah, you must be a strong man.
Yeah, and then we take a little horse and run away, and to Whispering Oaks or Whispering Rock, which is where we're at now.
Yeah.
So that's the bit of our past that we get to know.
Sasha, I'm going inside the caravan.
What do you see inside?
I'm not. Aha!
But yeah, it just blew me the fuck away when the princess was speaking, and like, it was
I see a
so out of the left field, because I was barely paying attention most of the time with this fucking anime. I'm like, this is generic, but like, whatever, I'll watch it. Like, it's still well animated, and the fights are kind of interesting, and no, then they just go about like straight up just
Wherever you go, I go.
the humans take on the fucking princess, or they capture the hero because they want to kill her, because like, no, we're gonna not have a hero or a demon lord anymore.
Yeah.
And so then he comes and he wipes out their entire fucking army. And I'm like, hey, what is this? I don't get how this is a thing. You're not supposed to be this good when you're this fucking generic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think long and hard about it, because it's not worth my time. But it's surprisingly okay.
Yeah. I will say I am getting a little tired of the
Sasha?
What is it?
isekai to another world and they're just overpowered type of thing.
Absolutely.
There is a manga I remember reading way back.
Okay, I'm pulling you out of there.
Which was a
Give me a second.
schoolboy
Getting some unusual
and like
interference. It's fascinating. As if
5 other classmates or something get transported to another world.
Do they betray him after he like gets his arm eaten or something like that? Not that one? Okay.
No,
Because there's another one like that.
Like it was like, okay, and like one of the guys is a bully and it's just his fellow classmates and he's the loser who had a crush on the girl or whatever.
Okay.
And yeah, the guy's like, yeah, I just plucked you out, I'm gonna drop you in this fantasy. Oh, do we get anything? Yeah, you get these little powers. Like very understated powers. But yeah, I'm just gonna drop you in this village. Like, okay, I guess we're the chosen one. And the village was like, no, we see people like you all the time. You're nothing. And they start like, okay, well, we're gonna go on an adventure. No, you're not. If you leave this village, you're gonna die. And it's just this whole thing of like, oh, so we're just villagers now, and we're like in an already established location. Actually, I was probably supposed to talk to him more because I know we gotta do other things.
Learn how to really fight.
Let's see.
Ready to learn flight? Do you have to talk to his machine?
I think I might have to go back. Go back to the machine?
Oh.
Or no, I have to go inside it.
Okay, I'm ready to...
Did you convince Agent Crawler?
Yeah, to get that.
Oh, Marksman. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Just take the stuff back. But yeah, they just so then they like, oh, we were gonna be the heroes because that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But like, oh, I guess we're just gonna go like sit in this village and just make a life, which the farming village already has everything established. So they're all like having to get jobs.
I'm trying to figure out if I know which one you're talking about, but you're talking about like all of them for me.
I know.
Or you're talking about a subsect of all of them.
I haven't gotten to like
what makes it change.
Yeah, and so
where's the hook?
Yeah, there's a cave or something that is like the way out, but like that cave's full of monsters, and if you
the one where he like increases his dex beyond belief so he can never get touched or something like
that? No, that's the thing. It doesn't go full like one gimmick like that. Yeah. And eventually it's this whole thing of the girl he has a crush on tells the guy, like, you know, I'm tired of this. Let's take our chances. Let's go into the cave and come at the other side. Can I not?
Yeah.
Roger. And okay, let's go. And they go to the entrance, and then she shoves him through. And then he turns around, and his bully is there with her. Mm-hmm. And like, oh yeah, we've been totally banging behind your back.
Yeah.
She's been leading you on this whole time. Yeah, we just got sick. Everyone in the village was sick of your shit because you were the worst worker. You were the worst everything. And so yeah, it's just we're all better off if you just go die in the cave. And he gets his ass beat. But then yeah, his power was that he can can't remember what it was, how the specific context, but he could copy monster abilities.
Okay.
But he can only copy certain ones, and they're all shitty. But he starts copying monsters' abilities, like he gets poison blood and all these. Basically becomes a monster himself, because at that point he's struggling to survive, and he gets his goal was to, get with the girl and live our happy life. Now he's like, I'm gonna get out of this fucking dungeon. I'm gonna go back and murder all those fucking bastards. And just one of those things of like, no, the journey isn't him becoming a good guy at all. He becomes an awful fucking person.
He becomes the villain.
Yes.
Which is so much more fun.
It's a lot more fun to explore, and I think it ends where he finally does get back to at least in somewhat contact with them, and like almost all of these students are either dead or like mangled to some extent.
Okay.
And the only one who's that's fit is the girlfriend, who has gone on her own adventure, has become her own cynical bitch like attitude, and he's like, I still want to kill her. It's just one of those ones of like, okay, this is a fun change of pace. We're not bringing in any sort of grandiose philosophy or politics. It's more interpersonal, like exploring, like how far do you willing to go for revenge, and what does that mean to you, type of thing.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
There's one that it looks in an age of fucking 3D animation.
Yes.
All hand drawn. When they all get there, like the class transported to another world, they don't really remember their past, but they kind of like, it's a vague thing. It's like Grimgar or something or other.
Yeah.
They have to, like, they all get their classes, like, the main character becomes, like, the rogue.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, he learns backstab and uses knives. There's a hunter. There's a priest. And it's all very basic, but all of them have, like, no powers. And everyone in the village is like, yeah, people just come through the tower, and they're now here. We can't help you. Like, there's no grandiose adventure. It's like, you're now in a fantasy world. Struggle to live.
Yeah.
So they're like barely eating bread. They're having to pay for like their upgrades and how do we like kill goblins and stuff? Like, there's one goblin. He's away from the pack. Let's kill him. And it is the most brutal fucking thing of okay, you charge. Okay, you hit him. Oh crap, he's still attacking, and like one guy's the Dark Knight, so he's supposed to be like, I'm the badass, and he's like the edgelord, and like he sucks.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm supposed to like, no, I'm the one that has to like do this. Like, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Like, it's an actual life or death. The one puny little goblin they're having struggle with, and like, if like they stab it and it's screaming and they're like trying to hold it down, and it's like a real fucking struggle to murder one thing, and it's a real fight, and they're getting their asses kicked by one thing, and it's running away. Like, if it gets away, it's gonna call other ones to us and kill us. And like not the rogue, but the cleric is kind of the like class president, so he's the one that's kind of like telling them like, here's their tactics and all of this, and like, you really need to keep everyone together. Like, he's healing them, but he actually is trying to also take the brunt of stuff. And like third or fourth episode, he just straight up dies, and they're like, I don't know what to fucking do anymore. And they meet they start like hiring other people. Like, they get this like disillusioned girl that's like, oh yeah, like I also came from another world. Again, no one really remembers. It's like they dreams that they had once, and like okay, well, we need a healer. And we lost our leader, technically, and our healer, so we don't have I don't know what the fuck we're doing. Like, we're barely eating bread every night.
Yeah.
And it's just like, everyone's fucking depressed, and it's all like, watercolor backgrounds. It is beautiful and so painful. It's great.
That's the spirit.
I killed it.
It was just a thought I was having. And it's not dead. It has just returned to its basic form.
Yeah.
It's...
I'm glad that something like Goblin Slayer has the popularity it has, because it really does help people tell that story.
Yes.
That kind of thing of like, no, we're not doing this. Everyone's super magical powered and stuff. We're getting to the nitty gritty of like dealing with these problems.
Yes.
Like,
and also, it's not a fucking isekai.
Yeah.
I love fantasy. I was just talking about like fucking the RimWorld. Like all the RPGs. I want fantasy. I want sword and sorcery, and I don't want like, well, yeah, I come from RPG. I don't.
Yeah.
Fuck RPG status screens. I'm so goddamn tired of them in just a fantasy.
Yeah.
Like, talk about their skills and how they're like getting that they're having to get stronger. Oh, that's sure, but not the rest. I can't. Were you supposed to collect the stuff from the guy?
No. I mean,
oh, he's still coming after.
Yeah, I'm up next to a spawn. Yeah, okay, I get them from enemies as well. So that's gonna help. Pretty sure. Oh, there we go. Correct button.
Oh, you have to increase the difficulty?
I'm supposed to spend 3 weeks doing this. And I don't have time, so I'm just gonna turn the difficulty all the way up and just fight the training mode on its hardest difficulty.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, if you walk across the edge, it's gonna...
Raz, what
I
have you
think,
done? This is
yeah.
not
You're gonna
control,
just, like-
This is chaos. I'll try to fix it. You stay here and keep their numbers under control.
Yeah, Goblin Slayer, it just started correct. Everyone that
Was
hated-
offended by
oh,
it. It's like, no, you missed the point entirely.
It's a trope about grapes in Hollywood and in media, to where it's like, oh, you're just doing that to like raise the stakes, just show how like impactful it is. It's like, yes, because everyone gets that that's
Yes.
impactful.
You can jump any cultural barrier. Everyone understands that's bad. It's a universal thing. There's a reason they went for it. They didn't just do it to do it.
It made everyone feel bad.
Yes, that's exactly. And it's one of those things like, don't get me wrong, there are people that do it just to do it.
Yes.
And yeah, those people usually are just making garbage schlock.
Sadly enough, this is going to like lose me credibility more likely. Redo the Healer. Did the grapes, and I think it did the serious world pretty well, and then went stupid and generic fantasy and basically porn. Hentai.
Yeah.
But it was still to the level of like, oh no, you understand why he has such a problem, because he was constantly raped and then abused by all of these people. So when he did it back, yes, it's awful.
Yeah.
But it's understandable.
Yeah.
And it's... he takes a hot iron, and he's the ultimate healer.
Yes.
He takes a hot iron and is going to use it on the princess that has been abusing him, who is also the hero of the world, because they're supposed to fight like the demon lord in the end. Because generic fantasy,
Yes.
but well done. He takes the hot iron and he's going to grape her with it. And then he can heal her right afterwards, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And he just like destroys her mind and then resets her mind again and again and again. But I saw something great and stupid. Oh.
Yeah, that was weird.
To where it took... Oh, there's a bag right there.
Yes, there is, and I got the tag for it, so...
It took Darkness from Konosuba,
yeah.
who is a
masochist.
Yeah. And it switches place with the princess. So she's now in a better world where, you know, like, they can actually... She's actually could be useful to the heroes. And it also Oh yeah, I'm about to get raped by a hot iron. And she's like, ah, and the healer guy's just like, what? It's like, oh, it's like that's a good cut.
Yeah.
That's how you do a really dumb cut. Where the hell is the thing?
Up there.
Good. Well, you got them all.
Is it?
No. Pretty sure there's more.
Okay. But yeah, even that is at least it's a. I prefer the sociopathic heroes at this point because I'm so goddamn tired of like, I have all the power and I can be queen. Like, fuck off. I talked about it months ago at this point, probably. Eminence in Shadow,
right?
Where it is directly an isekai, but he's such an edgelord in the real life, wanting to be essentially Batman, but can't stop a nuke. That when he gets magic and becomes overpowered, it's just hilarious. So, and when there's badass moments, it's like good that there should be some badass moments, like.
Yes.
You want the guy that's like not just the hero, but like the person that's overpowered and they don't show it off.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck is the point then?
Yeah. It's a visual medium. You have to show off these things. You can't just say he's overpowered.
Oh, you can beat anybody, and it's like. No, he over-explains his fucking plans, and then pulls them off because, of course he will, because it's dumb like that.
Yeah.
God, that was one of the best parts about that fucking series. Is like he didn't know what the fuck was going on half the time, and then didn't matter because he's gonna fucking like have enough power to just do it.
Yeah.
Fucking, I am going to destroy everybody. And then like, just kidding. And everyone's like, oh, the fuck, you have that much power? Like, yeah. And? I was playing with you, it was fun. Weren't you having fun? What? He's like, anyways, I'm gone. And like the next day, one of his friends is talking about like, oh yeah, Shadow was around and like, everyone could see just like this giant magic aura. And he's like, oh, fuck, I showed off too much. Everyone can see me. I'm not doing this whole in the shadows thing very well.
Yeah.
Like, good. Comedy with the tropes.
Yes.
Instead of just the trope.
I mean, that's what made isekai like such a popular genre, is making fun of the tropes involved with it.
Yeah. I'm in an RPG world.
Yeah.
I know how to do this. Fuck yeah, good. Done and done. Not... yeah. Okay. Let's say, you might... Is it always two? The steamer trunk is behind you.
Yeah.
Because you got the tag already, so...
I'm trying to make sure the bombs don't get me.
Dumb. I love it. Ah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get some, oh, fuck off.
Oh yeah, you're pretty low on health.
I know, I'm not getting... on the edge. No, don't... Fuck, don't die. Oh, fuck you.
You died. Okay, so those things will actually just pull life.
Yeah, because technically your life is your ability to stay within their mind.
Right.
It's not actual health. Come on. Yeah, jinky geometry.
weird businessman.
It's the mental sensors. When you have thoughts that don't match your brain, your mind tries to block it out. So they censor your bad thoughts.
I had lunch with my buddy Jason on Friday, and we were talking about politics, because of course we'd get there.
Yeah.
I mentioned this, I think, when we were playing Project Convoy.
Yeah.
But when we got onto the Kenzie scale, and like the whole idea that sex is a spectrum,
it's on a gradient,
and he's like, well, it is. I'm like, there's no good thing showing that. And he's like, well, I mean, like, but it is like the people like are a little bit more gay than others. I'm like, okay, let's go with that. That's just true. Why do you believe that? What are the grounds for you believing that? All of that. Like, let's get into it. Like, let's look at the Kinsey scale. You believe in the Kinsey scale? I'm like, yeah. What were the studies done for the Kinsey scale? Do you know? Who did he interview to get all of this information about sex as a spectrum and gender and how touching the toddlers is is just a sexuality.
Yeah.
That's Kenzie.
Yeah.
That's Kenzie, everybody. He was part of that.
Yeah.
Who did he interview for all of that? Who do you think he would interview?
Who do you think this college professor would interview?
Not kids. Oh no, they were prisoners of sorts. What kind of prisoners do you think that he was interviewing? It ends with file. Yeah, that's the science you agree with.
I don't think it's wrong. But the problem is, okay, so you can't place yourself on the spectrum.
Yes, well, no. It's all psychology. I have a problem with, because it is it's self-reporting. Self-reporting is not science.
Well, the end. My thing is like, okay, let's say you might be attracted to more like tall women or something like that, and that makes them that makes it more of a masculine body. So you're a little bit okay. So what's your sexuality? I'm straight, right? Because you're rounding to the nearest point. That's what it really is. Like, yeah, you might be somewhere up and down on that scale. You're still falling into either I like men or I like women type of thing.
Or even it's just a I don't have a preference. And then it's like anything. Or even then, it's usually you have a distinct type, you just don't care about the genitalia.
Yeah.
The genitalia.
Yeah. Your preferences have nothing to do with that aspect. Yeah.
Run, Rasputin. Very fast.
It's... No one's 100% straight. Yeah, they are.
By the definition of they're attracted to the opposite sex, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think they could be convinced of it otherwise. Like, so you're saying that people can be coerced?
Yeah.
Sure. That doesn't make it an actual different sexuality. That just means that people are... Is that just...
I got stuck.
Enough horseplay, Rasputin. Destroy him.
Oh, and he gains back all his life.
Oh, fuck.
Or
I have no life.
Yeah, it's just a full...
There's no dodge button as far as I'm aware of. Oh, damn it.
He gets stuck in his foot.
Oh, I do have life. Okay.
Yeah, but he's now full health again.
The small sensors are feeding into his...
Oh, that's why.
That's right.
So you need to kill... Oh, you need to stop all of this.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do first. That makes more sense. 1 and 5. Yeah, I've had just so many arguments about people that are like, psychology has helped me. I'm like,
what did I...
I guess he like came around the corner and got you?
Yeah, I guess.
Weird.
Emitting the small sensors, Rasputin.
Yes.
Enough.
Those are health. Those little orange bouncy balls are health, not explosives.
Peel me off and put me down.
Just psychology is a pseudoscience.
Yes.
It's plain as fucking day, and so many people. But you help me.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. It's a pseudoscience. It doesn't make it any less a science. One Hermson makes it less a science. Makes it a pseudoscience.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was great.
Excellent. You've shut down the valve so he cannot be rejuvenated. Now destroy him.
Good.
Oh, he's now doing more than.
Yeah, he's thrown.
Oh, I thought he didn't
Okay,
stand
you're
for a
good.
second.
Alright, so long as I'm locked on, I can fight still.
Oh, okay.
Except when I don't.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get enough of those.
Yeah, it's not, yeah, the enemies drop them.
Why are there so many of them still?
I think, yeah, they infinitely spawn for me to, well, get health and ammo from.
And they're not healing him though.
Yeah.
Anymore. Okay. As long as it's that.
I roll.
Yeah, it's not an in-roll. It's
Yeah,
just
it's
faster.
just movement.
You might want to roll this way
left,
because
since he always swings with the right, or he swings with
he swings with his left, but it also raises his foot, which might also like get you trapped right there.
There we go.
Yeah,
So, is this where I get a speech and learn another lesson?
the understanding of science, just the basis of it, bothers me so much. Because people believe it shouldn't be questioned.
Yes, that's the worst thing involving any talk about science. Is just no. The science is settled. The science.
No.
Singular. Just like the whole basis of science is that we test and retest theories to prove that they are the most likely solution. Because we can never definitely say for sure.
There is a recent thing to where astrophysicists are talking about, oh yeah, our whole basis for the creation, like, still believing Big Bang.
Yeah.
But the belief that it had to have taken place at a certain time based off of certain things. They've seen galaxies form and grow to a size that shouldn't be possible.
Yeah.
For the time frame. Because, like, they could map, like, all of this. It's like,
yeah,
it's growing too fast for our current theory. So it's like, we might have to change our current theory.
Yes.
That's science. And people like, no, it is 100%, the universe is this long.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's based on our current understanding. We believe that. Not... Okay.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to shoot the bunny?
Nah, follow him.
Okay.
He's just leading me.
Oh, that's right, because there's the thing in the...
Yeah, now I have received training, so I can, you know,
shoot the darkness.
You did it! Yes, I do.
Yeah, it's cool that, like, when you see, oh, yeah, there's just... science in action. Science changing. It's like... a thing I found hilarious about science is the #1 way science beliefs change is generation change. That's it. It's not actual science progression.
Yeah.
It's people being taught the new science each part. So everyone that believes the whatever's been going on in the last 3 years.
Yes.
And everything that's to do with that. Whoever believes what was originally stated, they're now never going to change their mind.
Yes.
Only those that question it from the get-go, that now have more and more facts, might change their mind.
Mm-hmm.
Or they also might just be stuck in their ways to where if science came back and like, no, we have even more stuff saying that, like, it is this, and y'all wrong.
Yes.
They more and more aren't doing that, but hey, whatever. Fuck you. These sensors are fucking everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, the generic enemy.
Did you get more
max HP?
Yeah.
At some point, possibly.
Okay.
Like from collecting all the extra little things.
Oh, like the psi powers?
Yeah,
okay.
give passive stuff like that.
Yeah, it's great to see when science is truly in action.
Yeah.
And yet, again, no one's gonna actually change their damn mind. But it's cool to see. Either way.
Cause yeah, I'm trying to remember what I saw recently, but it was just one of those things of like, oh, we're gonna test this. You know, the I don't remember what specific.
Oh, you might have the
Yeah,
tag.
I just wanted to grab whatever was there. I'm trying to remember. It was like something really basic too, like how water interacts with this material. Oh, it was does boiling water kill germs?
Oh yeah.
That's all it was. And the guy's like, I'm just gonna grab a bottle of pond scum and let's look at it under a microscope. We can see everything moving. It's all these parasitic stuff alive. And he's like, all right, now I'm just gonna boil the water and we're gonna see how much cleaner it gets. And he's like, the CDC says to boil this long, the WHO says to boil this long, but lots of people say to boil it like 5 minutes at a minimum.
Right.
And he's like, so that's what I'm going to go for is the longest periods recommended, just to
potentially the best.
Yeah, exactly.
And then go down from there.
Yes, and then he's like, all right, let's put it under the water under the microscope and take a whoops, fucking bomb, guys. Look at it. He's like, and now we can actually see all the parasites are dead. Nothing's moving anymore. Yeah, the water's still a little dirty, but in a survival situation, this would be absolutely fine to
boiling works.
Yeah, to drink. Am I supposed to ride that, or is that just damage? Yep. I don't know what the fuck that is.
It may be later. I don't know the game, so I can't help you.
But yeah, it's just something that I'm like, yeah, I've always heard to boil water to kill the parasites, but to actually watch it and see the results, that's neat. Like, that's the part of science of like, we always understand a lot of this stuff we think is subtle. It's like, but have you ever seen it? Do you know for sure? But to see it actually being
it's all of the flat earthers that are never going to change their mind, but seeing them experiment and go, oh fuck,
I have to change my theory now.
I have to change the way that I'm going to, because every single experiment they do is like, oh no, the Earth is round.
Yes,
the Earth has that exact degree of curvature that everyone talks about, like. It more not spherical, but still round. Yeah. I, as a kid, with the kid across the street from me, there was like an open whole thing. They were working on the street, and he and I, being fucking nerds, just decided to get some of the water and use as many methods we could to see how clean we could get it. I had a microscope when I was 6. I loved science. I wanted to be a chemist when I was super young.
Yeah.
I think it's because I like comic books and
not
for real science. And then my parents didn't know shit about science, so they couldn't help me do any of this stuff anyway. So it was unfortunate. I probably could.
Oh, cool. Max health. Yeah.
I couldn't progress as much as my desire was when I was little. Can you not shoot it?
Maybe.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I just want to see what. Okay. Shall taste my eggs.
Okay, what the hell was that? I'm seeing some crazy stuff in here, Sasha.
But we took some dirty water and we were testing multiple filtration methods. I was maybe 11.
Yeah.
But inquisitive fucking child mind.
Yes.
These are the type of experiments that should be done in school.
Yeah.
Instead, me and the other fucking nerd went about this. We went with the take a clean cloth, put 2 systems, and it will actually pull through it, and that is your filter.
Yeah.
We tried with sand from, I think, our neighbor's house. So we actually like took some like pebbles from a place, kind of washed them ourselves in other water, and then we did that, poured it through, and we got it from like dark brown to like you could see it was dirty. That's it. Yeah. And we thought like, oh, that's cool. I hate that was done by fucking want.
Yes.
This is the type of stuff that should be done in school that reinforces the basis for a lot of science. Because we're using the scientific method. Some of them kind of work, some of them work better. Like, we learned. Like, you learn by doing a lot of the times, and
Are you okay?
with a point.
I had the strangest machine-induced dream about you. TV? Well, first of all, Sasha 9 invited me down to a secret lab, and
His name is Sasha now?
The guy who's the underground guy that works in the lab. Yeah, he's Sasha 9.
He's completely brainless.
Like 9?
Yes.
No. Okay. He's the German scientist.
Yes.
Okay.
As the 2 main teachers. He's the cold calculating teacher, and we're about to talk to the more emotional, like, feel the vibes teacher.
Okay, we're going hippie next.
Yes.
And we already met old war hero.
Yes, old war. Yeah, those are the main 3.
Okay. Earn levitation in Mila's mind?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, from a fucking hippie, that would make sense.
Yep.
Fucking game.
So funny! What's that round thing up on the dock?
That thing? Oh man, let me tell you about that thing. That thing is none of your stinking
I'm
business.
gonna go put it on charge.
Yeah, my battery keeps dying. Constantly slow. Oh, wait. Yeah, they won't let me pass.
You were supposed to talk to that one?
No, I don't think so. Cause he's everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the chef, he's the groundskeeper, he's the oarsman, but he's really the leader of the super secret agent of the Psychonauts. But he has
multiple personality disorder?
No, Alzheimer's essentially.
Nice.
And he only remembers who he is when he's in the secret lab next to the Titanium ore that brings his mind back together.
The anime that I know that you read some of the manga for, was airing this last season. I watched a little bit. I hated the format for it more than anything else. But what's the like handyman in another world? Yeah. I hated the format because it's like 5-minute episodes within the episode. Like there's just 5.
Yeah,
or
it's
3 to 5 episodes within. I'm like, ugh.
It's super simple, short. Yeah.
But then like there's a main overall arching like story going on. I just the way they were telling it, I didn't like. But the old magician in that is fucking great. He has Alzheimer's.
Yeah,
he doesn't remember his own spells.
And
so the handyman just like, oh, I'm good at memorizing stuff. I can't do magic, but here's how you say.
I can finish the incantation for you.
Yeah.
Remind you the.
Oh yeah, a fireball.
Yeah, that's a good. I've enjoyed it because I think I stopped reading the manga to where the main guy fake died when they were fighting like a golem or something. He got his like crushed.
He didn't. Yeah,
the manga chapter chapter ends of like, oh my god, he's dead. To be continued. Next issue. So like that's where I stopped reading.
They've already done that.
Yes, I've seen all the clips.
So you know that
the fact that Morlock couldn't revive because he was missing his dick because a wolf took his dick.
I didn't watch that.
You didn't watch that? Oh yeah. he died, but because he cast a self-resurrection spell on himself, he was coming back to life, but he couldn't fully come back to life because a wolf took his corpse's dick. So he kept turning into a skeleton, then coming back to normal him, and his body was constantly like shifting between dick. And he was super pissed. He's like, "I had such a big dick too. I gotta get it back."
Yeah, I just I stopped watching, and then I started just watching clips because I'm like, I don't care enough. And there's the
stick to the good stuff. Don't watch full episodes because it's stupid enough.
Where he loses his Alzheimer's for like a minute or two, and just like, oh, I'm casting like level 27 magic.
Yeah,
whatever
that was after
bullshit.
the resurrection. They got his dick back, and so he could fully resurrect, and he got like some of his youth back.
Okay.
And so now he's like, it was the moment of be a badass because the bad guy you're fighting is actually a threat.
Yes, and like you're not allowed to cast that many flaming swords, and fucking just obliterates him because it's ice versus fire.
Look who made the scene.
Agent Vodello?
I was speaking of fire and like level 27 magic.
Yes.
I was revising some of my old ideas for a game, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna use ChatGPT. So I started asking him like, okay, here's the basis for I'm making a game. Here's the basis for my magic system. I want to use the 4 elements, and then from those 4 elements, maybe use some other things. You're gonna have to platformer time.
Yeah, so I can do that. This is the sprint ability, but also you can get like extra air.
Oh, fuck yeah, okay.
Do we want to quit here because we're 10 out from 6 o'clock.
Okay. I also really have to pee, so I would like that.
And this way we can start on this fun level.
Okay.
I know this is a good one.
Yeah.
So, we'll start here next time. So
Space Channel 5.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll take a break, be back with Freedom Force.
And then I'll be talking more about my magic system at Freedom Force.
Yes. So be back in a break.